Tanya Washington, Professor of Law at Georgia State University College of Law, and she joins us now live from Atlanta in Georgia. Tanya, good to have you with us. These protests clearly show no signs of calming down right now. We've got the National Guard being sent in, and when you look at the video, again, these have been sparked by yet more images of white officers shooting a black man who turns out to be unarmed. So it's no surprise, is it?
No, it's not a surprise. I think the protests are a foreseeable consequence of the publication of yet another killing, state-sponsored killing of a civilian by police officers. And even while people have been protesting for the past several months against police brutality, the police continue to brutalize Black and brown individuals across cities in the U.S.
And this is the thing. Civil rights campaigners have been fighting for racial justice and equality. Since Ahmaud Arbery, since George Floyd, since Breonna Taylor, since before them. Are we seeing any real changes?
Since Emmett Till, right, in the 50s, and before that. There was a point in time where you could take the life of a Black person and there was no legal consequence, where Black lives did not matter as a matter of law. And now that the laws, at least on paper, do include protection against police violence for Black citizens, we need to see that enforced. And the fact that this continues to happen is nothing new in American history. What's new is that everyone has a camera on their cell phone and can now bear witness to and record these incidents. So it seems like there's a proliferation of these murders when in fact they have been happening this frequently all along. We just didn't have access.
But as you alluded to, there's far more publicity now. When something like this happens, it goes all around the world. So let me ask you, why aren't police and security forces themselves learning from these incredibly damaging encounters where you have white officers shooting unarmed Black men?
I think that's an excellent question. The problem seems to be that some police officers are not treating the lives of the civilians that they're sworn to protect as having the same value when those citizens are Black as they do when they are white. So when we have the massacre of 12 people in a South Carolina church, the white perpetrator of that crime is arrested and taken to get something to eat and booked. Dylan Roof was his name, booked without incident. There was no harm that came to him. And yet we can have unarmed Black men shot 7 times in the back. And it happens over and over and over again. There is something about the value that Black lives are given or not given that is allowing this to continue to happen.
I'm sure we can all agree that that has to change. Tanya, thank you very much indeed for sharing your thoughts with us. Tanya Washington there in Atlanta.